Ready? 1, 2, 3, go!
Oh, hello. Welcome to Breaking Tables. Today we're going to be traveling to Vancouver, Ontario, Canada. Why did I even say that? Vancouver, Canada. This is Breaking Tables.
It's the mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills.
Oh, messed
It's
that
the
one up.
mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. It's the
Waiting for
mafia,
Neil
with
to
the
come in
Buffalo
and
Bills.
make fun
It's
a little
the
bit.
mafia, you know I'm rocking with the Bills. Hey,
How you guys doing today?
who you repping? What's your team? Who you repping? What's your team? You know I'm repping for my team. I got that talent on my team. Like a high Jordan Boyer, can you catch it? Trade day is
Tampa
like a
Neil.
What's going on there, Ontario?
What's
I mean,
up,
wait, what?
AFC, all the praise the Brandon Bean. You hear Sean McDermott clapping while I'm snapping? Jerry Hughes will get the sack soon as you snap it. Andre Roberts running back, ain't no just backing.
All right. Weekend starts tonight. Happy Thursday, Tampa Neil. How you doing, buddy?
Happy Thursday to you too. It's a little rainy day here in Florida, so just kind of hunkering down and drinking rum. That's what we do in Florida, right?
I don't think we're allowed to brag about rain when it's still snowing in parts of, let's say, Western New York, Canada, especially today of all days, because we got a special guest tonight, Tampa Neil. And it's going to be epic. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you
British
for tuning
Columbia.
in. Right. Thank you for tuning in. Breaking Tables. This is Epic B, aka Brian Van Slank, and Tampa Neil. Guys, this episode is you can only watch exclusively on the Built in Buffalo Network. Brought to you by BuffaloAutographs.com and Coco's Fashions. Hey, awesome guys. Thanks for tuning in. This is the half from them too. Thanks for tuning in. If you guys like the show, hit that like, hit that share, and as Tampa Neil says,
hit that subscribe button too.
And don't tell lawyers. So that's your.
Make sure you tell your friends, family, cousins, uncles, brothers. Just don't tell your attorneys.
Thank you. That's all we wanted from you. Guys, without further ado, straight live from you on the West Coast, 3,500 miles away from Fort Lauderdale, 3,300 miles away from Tampa, 2,800 miles away from Buffalo. Yours truly, Ken from Vancouver Bills Backers.
What's up, boys? How are you tonight?
What's going on, Ken?
Yes.
Hey, man, I'm stoked to be here. Thanks for having us on.
Yeah, man. Thanks for tuning in and jumping on, and of course sharing your wisdom. How is the weather up there? That's my only first question of the day for you.
Yeah, our weather is actually not bad. It was so I don't know my Celsius to Fahrenheit conversions, but we're about 10 degrees. So okay. I don't know, 50 something maybe. Is that about right? Like we don't get a lot of snow up here. We're kind of Seattle kind of weather, so we got a lot of rain. Snow only a couple days a year for us. So yeah, not a bad day up on the West Coast, man.
48 degrees. I just have to share this. I never realized. Look at this. I didn't realize how gorgeous Vancouver is. Tampa Neil, have you ever been to Vancouver, bro?
I have actually been to Vancouver. I went up to Seattle for a few, and went up to Vancouver as well. Went up to through like Whistler Mountain and all that.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. When was that, Neil?
That's whenever I lived out in Phoenix. This was many, many years ago.
Okay. Yeah, we got a pretty good corner of the world up here.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Ken, Vancouver Bills backers. So I guess let's address the elephant in the room. You're living in Vancouver and you're a Bills fan. Why don't you give us your backstory, brother?
How did that happen, right? Well, I'm not a Western New Yorker. I grew up out here, right? So probably like a lot of people, I adopted them along the way. And it's funny that Neil just talked about Whistler. So when I was a kid, probably early in high school, we were going up to Whistler. We had an uncle that had a place up there. And in Vancouver, we get all our TV, our American TV is from Seattle, right? So we get the Hawks here. But in Whistler in the mid 80s, they were getting cable TV from Detroit. And so I don't know if the Lions were bad or the Lions were just blacked out every week, but the Bills.
I'm going to go ahead and say they were.
Yeah, they were probably blacked out because they were bad, right? So the Bills were on every week in Whistler, BC, and so as a teenager, I started watching them every week, and yeah, I kind of got hooked. And I think there was something a bit romantic too about like, the snow coming down and the lights being on. And I was like, yeah, that's how football should be played.
Nice, dude. Nice.
Yeah. So I kept getting into it. And when I was 17, I was in grade 12 at that point. My folks were kind enough and they gave me a flight to Toronto. I've got some family back east and I've got an uncle there and a couple cousins. And so in the fall of 91, you guys who are good at math can start to date me here if you want to. We went to Monday Night Football, saw the Bengals. I guess this was just before the Super Bowl run started, right? We saw the Bengals and saw obviously the Bills team, but we saw Boomer and Icky Woods and all those dudes. And if I recall correctly, the Bills beat up on them. And yeah, as a 17-year-old kid in Orchard Park, man, from Vancouver, like that's as good as it gets.
And you're like, I'm in love. This is what I want to do the rest of my life is just party at these games and just get to know these amazing people.
Totally, man. It was great. So at that point I was locked in and ever since, we've had some tougher days since, as everybody knows, but things are looking good now.
So you grew up and you wanted to kind of have a look, this community. You want to bring Buffalo to Vancouver because you loved it so much.
Yeah. So then we started, right? So I think it was 2013 or 2014. I registered the Twitter account and, but it wasn't until like 2016, I think it was, I was down in Dallas. My brother went to SMU and, we were down for a stag to go do some stuff and go to a Cowboys game and other things. And a friend and I went to the Dallas Bills Backers bar, kind of in north of the city. And we roll in and there's like 100 guys and ladies in Bills gear. And like, they're on every TV and they're playing the shout song. And so it's like, man, we gotta do something like this. Right. So at the time I was going to a bar just down the road and, it's kind of they've got every TV on or every game on, right? It's so, there's one or two other Bills guys there. And, what year was the Jacksonville playoff game? Was that
2017?
2017. So so obviously everybody knows the story. They beat the Dolphins and then the Bengals win. And so I'm like, well, we fire up the old Twitter machine and see what happens here. So we put it out on Twitter and I stroll into the bar and it's like most games. I think it was an early one. So I think it was at 10 a.m. and saying like, come on out. And we roll into the bar at 1:45 and there's like, I don't know, 20 people there in Bills gear. And I remember kind of looking over at my buddy and the owner of the bar, just being like, what's going on? Who are all these people?
Take over. We're taking it over.
Yeah. So everybody had a good time that day. The results weren't great, right? It was a game if you look back, we should have won. But we had a great time. And that was kind of the start of it. And so we built. And then the next big kind of milestone was that Houston playoff game. And I think we had about 50 out for that one, right? And so all the big ones, like everybody's coming out of the woodwork in that one, and then we just building momentum since then.
And so they kind of have the same story, or just everybody's different?
No, okay. So this is what's crazy. There's like, I don't know, 3 or 4 people here that are from Orchard Park that now live in Vancouver that have never met before that are all in Vancouver. We got people from Rochester, from all over Western New York. And we also have a lot of Southern Ontario people, right? Because there's a lot of people from Toronto that end up in Vancouver, right? So we got people from Toronto all the way down to the border. So we got our Western New Yorkers, we got our Toronto, Southern Ontario people, and we got other people like me who grew up in Vancouver and are found their way to the Bills one way or the other.
Awesome. I'm kind of shocked by your accent. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was expecting, hey, welcome to Vancouver. I don't know.
I could drop some A's if you guys want that.
It would make me feel comcomfortable. I ain't gonna lie to
you. Take off. Yeah. So no, it's wild, man. Like there's people from all over here, right? Here's a weird one, right? So we have a guy comes one game this week. He's from Monterrey, Mexico. He's the diehard Bills fan. Now lives in Vancouver. Comes out. And he's like, I can't believe it. I never found Bills fans in Vancouver before. About 2 weeks later, this other guy comes out and he's telling me the same story. I'm like, where are you from? He's like, I'm from Monterrey, Mexico. So now we got 2 guys, both from Monterrey, Mexico, both diehard Bills fans, didn't know about each other.
Lives never crossed ever. And here you are going, matchmaker.
And they meet at the Bills bar in Vancouver. Like, so, dreams do come
Did
true.
you meet
right?
them? Did you meet them on your little spring break vacation in Mexico?
Yeah, no, we didn't see them down there. I was just down in
Okay.
I was down in Puerto Vallarta a few weeks ago, so getting a little
Nice.
sun. Yeah, it was good. it was great.
So when I emailed him, he's like, "I was on vacation in Mexico, but we can do it when I get back." I'm like, "Oh, I'm kind of jealous."
Yeah. Well, you guys were in Florida, right? So you know.
Oh yeah.
Neil, come on, bro. We live in vacation weather. People ask us all the
basically
time,
live on
how come you
vacation.
don't go to the beaches? Because we live here. I don't know.
Yeah.
So it just kind of stuck. It just kind of stuck, and it just more people, and they're like, dude, I didn't know that this was a thing up here. And
yeah. Well, and here's the thing, like this is what you see everywhere, and you see it in Buffalo too, right? Like we got a community that people, they become friends, right? They didn't know each other before, and people become buddies, right? And I've been in no offense to fans of other teams or Seahawks fans, I've been in the bar here where the Seahawks are playing well 5 years ago, and it's packed and they're loud, but everybody's at their own tables and they're doing their own thing, right? And so here it's a community, and everybody's become buddies, and everybody's like, that's what this is, and it brings people together.
We've always said that Buffalo Bills is more than football.
Can I get a feeling that you're not going to be seeing too many Seahawks fans in a bar anytime soon?
Yeah. Well, yeah. They had a tough week, right?
Yeah, they had a little bit of a tough week. Yes.
Yeah.
They got a hell of a lot of picks, but it's just like it pretty much just hit the reset button, right?
Isn't it fun to sit on the sidelines and watch the quarterback carousel go around and just be like, yeah, we're good over here.
We're good. Yep, yeah. It is fun.
Hey, Ken, so we have this thing on the show where we kind of show our viewers what they say, what they type up. It's our job as people that's reading out loud is to do a kind of a voice or something funny. And if you don't know what that is, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to spin a wheel. I'm going to go ahead and share this really quick. I'm going to go ahead and share this. I made a little thing here. Share screen. Let's add audio. Let's do Chrome tab, voice wheel. We're gonna go ahead and share this bad boy right here. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna go ahead and share this here. We've got all these different voices that we're gonna do. We're gonna go ahead and spin it, and whatever it lands on, you have to try your best to do what that says and read his thing. Oh, Australian. So go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and let you go ahead and read Sheldon Wetmore in an Australian accent.
Ooh, my Australian accent is not good.
It's okay. You got to do it though.
Good evening, gents. Happy Thursday. Go Bills. That was terrible,
mate. Not one mate. That's all right.
Yeah.
That's the caveat of the show. It's we got to read our folks here. You want to try one more time? You can get for one more time.
No, I'll get it next time.
Well, here's your chance right here, Mike Runk, and we're gonna do the Wheel of Death spinning thingy. I gotta find a way to do this more efficiently.
Wheel of Death.
I think I'm just ripping off 24/7's thing where they do just the.
Give me the Canadian one.
Here we go, Canadian. Come on. You got to do it as you got to sound like an animal. Mike Runk's.
I got a decent Kermit the Frog impression.
Let's hear
there
it.
we go.
Let's hear it.
I mean, that's an animal, right?
I mean, that's
absolutely.
I'll give you. Hold on. I got to do the Kermit the Frog first to warm this up. I didn't know we were doing accents. How about this one? Kermit the Frog. How's that? Is that okay?
Yeah,
not bad.
Oh, you got one too. How come there isn't a Brittany Mahomes voice? That's
fantastic.
All I got. That's what I got.
That's awesome. So you guys all got together and you guys have a lot of fun events. I'm sure you do. I imagine you made some really close friends out of this, right?
Yeah, no, everybody's good, man. It goes from guys you've never met before to, we're talking about doing a trip, maybe a group trip to Orchard Park this year or a road game this year. We're kind of trying to figure that out. Obviously the schedule's not out yet, but it's a mix of great people from all over, and everybody's part of the community. It's awesome.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, Ken. One game that I'm looking forward to that's a road game not far down the road from you guys LA.
Yeah.
That's
I
a
have a
little far.
feeling-
That's a little far.
It's closer than Orchard Park.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
far on a map, though. You're right.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
only like that far.
It's a straight shot, right? We, I think probably everybody was hoping that we were going to be there a few weeks ago, right? But yeah, LA's one that's on the radar for me. Chicago, I think, is another one.
Yeah.
I've been to that stadium, but I've been to Chicago a few times. It's always a blast, right? So the Bills in Chicago would be awesome.
Mhm.
I haven't been to Miami though, and that's at some point that's got to be done too. Maybe
Every year
Always
it
fun
is
in Miami.
epic down here, bro.
Is it?
Always
Yeah.
epic down here.
yeah.
And Los Angeles is only 1,300 miles away from Vancouver, and Chicago is 3,600 miles away.
Okay, there you go. So maybe it's LA.
Vancouver too. Maybe
Plus, I think
have
that
the wrong
LA.
direction.
I think that LA game might be the opener for the NFL season.
Yeah,
Just
could be.
I heard some rumors about that.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, I lied. Well, I'm 5,500 miles away from you. I don't know what the heck. Oh, that's
Yeah,
kilometers. That's why.
where you guys are both in Florida. You're in Tampa. You're in Tampa. I'm assuming, right? Based on my
Yep.
My deduction skills.
He's actually lives in Orlando. He just calls himself Tampa Neal. Don't ask.
But like we're opposites, man. We're kitty corner on the continent, right? We got a ways.
So, can you get? I want some TMZ stories. You guys, what is your traditions when you have a get-togethers and watch a game? Is it ever a weekly thing, or is it only when we go to the playoffs? Or
No, man, we're out every week. You know, one of the challenges we have is that there's a lot of 10 a.m. games, right? So, you know, we're at the bar, and I think that's probably some of the challenges you guys have heard from other West Coast groups, right? Getting guys out at 10 a.m. stuff. But we got a good loyal contingent that's out at 10, and you know, has the beers flowing shortly after that. And you know, it's funny, like the bar it's got Bills fans and the odd one or two, but at 10 a.m. it's pretty much us. It's awesome. But we're there every week, and we're gonna do a draft party. We were there doing some preseason games this year, so you know, don't count us out, man. We're there.
and it being that you are in Canada, is Labatt's kind of in easy access?
It's funny, right? Like there's not as much Labatt here. Somebody was talking about getting that for the playoff games, and you can't get the blue light out here at all.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think you can get it in BC. You can get it in Ontario, I think, but there's blue. We don't have it at the bar, but I think there's talk about it next year. So we may be doing it next year because somebody had some out. There you go. Here's young Will, who's Will's an Orchard Parker, who now lives he's been in Vancouver for a bit. But that was the other game. We're talking about the schedule. Bills at Detroit on Thanksgiving. I mean, that seems like a good one, right? Schedule one.
Huge,
right?
I'd be down to go to that one.
I was at the Dallas Thanksgiving game a couple years ago.
Nice.
I don't know.
I'm not jealous of you, Ken.
I don't know if you guys made it to that one, but that was
Damn.
that was, you know, you kind of walked into that one sweating it, right? You're just like, yeah, let's see what happens on Thanksgiving.
And we just came and dominated.
Josh
God, dude. There'd be a fly on that wall. Just to, you know, I went to the playoff, the perfect game. I went to the perfect game. We can go ahead and call that right now. It was the perfect game. I went to that. I think the second game to go live probably was a shutout. Miami Dolphins 35-0, and then it goes to the Thanksgiving Day against the. That would have been an epic game to go to.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. Mary Elizabeth Bradley, Tampa Neal, I think you're up next, brother. Let me go ahead and do this. Let's go ahead and do one of these numbers, and let's see what Tampa Neal has to say.
No whammy.
Favorite cartoon voice, Tampa Neal.
Favorite cartoon voice? I don't know what my favorite cartoon is anymore. What the hell?
You can't do Kermit. It's been done.
Trying to think of a good card. I want to do like a Simpsons one. I know. I'm like, I can't think of it. Like Bart Simpson. Hey, Homer. Brian Van Schleich, see you at the beach this weekend.
Oh, that was terrible, Neil.
I know. I wasn't prepared.
How are you going to let our guests show us up on our show, brother? So I'm going to be going to the beach and meet up with Bob Bradley and his beautiful wife, Mary, and we're going to go hang out in West Palm Beach this weekend.
Nice.
So Ken,
Yeah.
what games? You obviously traveled 2 games. What was your most memorable game you've been to, brother?
That would have been a good one.
You know, it's funny. I mentioned that probably the two most memorable ones were both the Cowboys. So there was that one on Thanksgiving. I was also at that Monday nighter in Buffalo, which was probably, is that like 10 years ago or something like that? Do you guys remember that? That was the one where Romo threw like 5 picks in the picks in the first half.
Yeah, and they ended up coming back and winning it in a last-second field goal.
Yeah, and I think your memory is a bit foggy. Like, so that game was crazy, right? That was the first Monday nighter in like whatever, but it was in October and it was like hot. It was so hot. So we walked into the stadium and it was like you're in a t-shirt and you're sweating. But I remember, I think it was Trent Edwards, and if I recall correctly, he tried to throw one out to the sideline, and like you could see as soon as he let the ball go, you could see that it was going to get jumped. And but yeah, that game was heartbreaking. It was heartbreaking. I think Kyle Williams may have had a touchdown on that one too. But
how about tailgates, dude? You obviously you've gone to some epic games. How about the tailgates associated with those games? And you've been to Buffalo, so you understand what a tailgate entails. We can really, whenever you look up a Webster's dictionary under the word tailgate, there is Bills Mafia right there.
Yeah.
It actually says referred to Bills Mafia.
Yeah. Thank you, Neil.
Well, listen, I'll even say this, like the feeling you get there of community and kind of everybody together is sort of what we're doing right now. So when COVID hit at the bar, we took over this outdoor space, right? There's an outdoor patio that we started watching games on, and it's kind of covered on 2 sides and it's got a roof. And so the owner put down some turf for us, put in some sort of makeshift heaters that don't work great, and put some TVs out there. And so I think it was the second Patriots game this year, it was right around Christmas. It was cold in Vancouver. Like it was -12. Who's got the calculator in front of them? -12 Celsius. What's that in what's that in Fahrenheit?
-12 Celsius. I'm just Googling this right now. I'm on top of my head, it'd be about like 7 degrees or something.
Okay.
Like that.
So it's cold, right? So we had a really cold snap. There was snow in Vancouver.
10
and
degrees.
So there you go, 10 degrees. So ever since we moved out, ever since then, we've stayed outside, right? And we've been watching the game outside. And so this year, you know, there's more vaccines and everybody's a bit more comfortable. The bars sort of fill back up. We've stayed outside. And so on that day, it's 10 degrees and we're all still outside, and everybody's drinking beers and everybody's in their jackets and everybody's standing the whole game. So we almost have that tailgate vibe going the whole time we're playing.
Awesome. You got a question here from one of the viewers. I'm going to go ahead and just do one of these numbers here. And okay, you have to do it in an animal voice. This is all you.
This is you, Brian. I thought.
Me?
You're up, man.
Okay.
And it's a long one.
This is my turn. I could do, I saw Beavis somewhere. Animal voice, right? No, that's not animal voice.
That's a cartoon voice.
Australians. I'm sorry, I'm reading it wrong. Australian. Good eye, mate. Do you happen to drive a white Tacoma? Saw one in Vancouver the other week with a Bill sticker on it, mate.
No, right. No, I don't. I don't have a Tacoma, but I used to actually have a Ford Escape, and I had a silver kind of Bills thing that I had put above the 4x4 logo. And I ended up selling it at one point, and I didn't take the Bills logo off the back of the off the car, and I sold it privately to some guy. And so he never noticed it while he was checking it out. So every time I see a like a gray or silver Escape driving around, I'm always peeking to see if like the guy's figured it out, and maybe he's just driving around town with the Bills logo on the back.
Nice, dude. Nice. The South. Obviously, you can't have be a official backers, right? Unless you're playing the shout song for particular things. Now, I guess my only question to you is: do you play it for field goals or do you do touchdowns only?
We don't have a hard and fast rule, so we'll play it during field goals if we're having a good time and the team's up by 30 and we're scoring and everybody's drinking beers and everybody's partying, right? It's like, let's keep going. If we're down, like in that Colts game this year, if they kicked a field goal,
I don't want
like, I don't even know if we're playing it for a touchdown at that point, right?
Yeah. I don't want to hear that. Just don't throw it in my life. I get it, dude.
So we're kind of spur of the moment. We decide what we're doing and we go as we go. And sometimes we forget, right? Like we do that. We'll do the train horn sometimes, and nice. But it's whether we can remember to do it. And the more beers you have, the harder it gets to remember.
Mind you, it's only 11 o'clock in the morning at that time. Yeah. when you're cracked in probably after the first quarter. Do you know Rylan? Sorry, Rylan was responding again. I really see Bill stickers on cars here, so I got pretty excited when I saw that.
I don't.
So
I don't.
Lives there.
I don't know if I've met him, but I know the name from Twitter.
Okay, well, can you tell us where everybody congregates? Which bar, which location?
Yeah. So there's a bar called Mahoney's Tavern, and it's right on the water. Not, the view, frankly, doesn't look that much different than what you got behind you there. So we've had some people come out. Yeah. So we got this. We're outside on this beautiful deck, and it kind of looks down over a marina, and you can see the city behind it and the mountains and stuff. So it's wild. We had a guy come out from Toronto in week 1, and like if the TV's in front of him, I think he sat like this, like 3/4 of the game. Right. He's staring at the view. So I think we got. I'll put our Backers bar view up there with anybody, man.
Nice. All right. I mean, if it's just like a fraction of this, this is like the prettiest photo that I found. I was just like, I got it. My background today, doing it.
Yeah. No, it's great. It's great. So yeah, we got a great spot, and we get treated well, and so we got this outdoor space, and we stayed outside, and the owner of the bar now just calls it the Mini Ralph. Because we're all out there. Yes. So we're all out there drinking and everybody's standing, and no matter the weather, it's snowing, and we got our banners up everywhere. We're cranking the shout song, and they got neighbors calling and complaining that we're too loud. Like, it's great.
Well, you're not having fun unless your neighbors are calling in on you, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, except for Neil's neighbors. Neil's neighbors are pretty epic. But, all right, guys. That's awesome that you're watching these games together. You're loving life together. Because Buffalo Bills it's more than football. It's more than football, Ken. Tampa Neil, we all know this. We've said this on the show many, many times. I guess when it comes down to it, the reason why we're having so much success is our fandom and what we do to prepare for games. Some people are superstitious. Some people are just little stitious. Ken, what is your go-to to win a game for us? Are you superstitious or just a little bit?
Yeah, I think it changes, right? Like I get superstitious. So if I'm wearing something, they win, whether it's a hat or your shirt or whatever, I'll keep it going. But then as soon as it doesn't work, I'm on to the next one. And then I believe that's the mystery juice right there, right? So you're like, okay, I figured it out finally, right? And
solved it.
So I solved it. I got it now. Okay, we're good now. So it's not just one item, right? It's kind of whatever I got to do. But I there's part of me still in my mind believes that I have an impact, and it's up to me.
It's fluid like water, butterfly effect.
Yeah.
You kick a caterpillar, it's going to just set a chain reaction in China. Right, Tampa Neil?
Absolutely.
Isn't it true that you just don't change your underwear for the entire season?
Why does everybody got to know that?
Oh, I thought it was posted on your subscription.
Is that weird?
Oh, all right. Well, join Tampa Neil's OnlyFans. That's awesome. Ken, have you broken a table before?
I have not broken a table. I have to confess that. Now we do have, and I don't think we have broken one at the bar. We had one guy jumping on a huge wood one time, and this dude was massive. I thought he was going to go through it and we are going to get kicked out of the bar, but he didn't go through it. But here's the deal. We have a guy named Paul. Shout out to Paul, who is a professional stuntman. And
you guys have those?
Yeah, he's got a professional stuntman, and so our we're outside, like I said, but we're up on the second floor on this balcony, and it's probably at least 15 feet up. So Paul threatens that when we win the Super Bowl, he's going off the second floor balcony through a table. So
What's underneath it? Grass? Is it?
No,
concrete?
it's on.
Is it
So they
spikes like Mortal Kombat.
no, so we're up on the second thing, but they've got a huge deck. Kind of, it's literally over the water. So he's going to jump from one balcony down onto the main kind of patio deck.
Fatality.
And yeah, I worry about him, but we'll let him try.
All right, Ken, here we go. I'm going to pull this place up really quick.
Yeah, there you go.
So this is a hell of a view.
Yeah, so that's the sort of main deck. Shout out to Mahoney's, Pete. Hopefully you see this, and that's as good a deck as you can get in the city, right?
Oh yeah,
and
pretty awesome view.
So that's the bar, and we're up on the second floor on this big outside deck they got.
So is this what that guy's going to jump on? Is this deck right here?
Yeah, he would probably jump from the height you're looking at down onto that deck.
Awesome.
Yeah. I mean, it's probably 15, 18 feet or something. But listen, awesome. if he wasn't a professional, we'd talk him out of it. But I mean,
I would fly up there just to watch that.
Yeah, okay. I would too.
I think we will make a thing out of it.
Yeah, yeah. So Paul, if you're listening, you're on the hook, man.
You got to do it. You got to do it. That's awesome, Bob. I don't know what you mean, but I'm gonna go ahead and say Bruce Smith. If I had to pick between Bruce Smith or Honk, it's gonna be Bruce Smith. Sorry, Bob. I'll see you Saturday, bud. It's no Cheektowaga, but the view sure doesn't suck. Oh, I'm totally ruining my whole thing here.
Here's Bob. Bob's also an Orchard Parker. He's now here on the West Coast as well, man. It's odd. Like people started coming out. I'm like, where are you from? They're like, I'm from Orchard Park. I'm like, okay. I grew up 4 blocks from the stadium. I live in Vancouver now.
Leonard Smith. I'll take Leonard Smith over Hawk any day of the week, brother. Sorry, Bob. All right, guys. Voices going forward. Okay, voices going forward. We're kind of jumping the gun here. All right, so you're not very superstitious in terms of you find it, you stick it, you wear it, then the next day, and then if you lose, you're like, no, not gonna do that ever again. So I mean, that's stitious. That's stitious. Everybody does things differently. You know, today I put my left foot on my left sock on before my right sock. Oh, we lost. Well, guess what? I'm gonna put my right sock on before my left sock. It just kind of happens.
Stop wearing
and
socks.
You've never broken a table, and your stunt double is going to bring a table. I think it'll be, which we're all going to fly up to. It's going to be an amazing event. And we'll talk Ken into breaking a table because that's just kind of what we do. Ken, that's the name of the show, Breaking Tables. So
no problem.
That would be extremely fun. We had great success. The past 5 years. You said you were a fan ever since you were, 17 years old, going to a game, and then you just kind of maintained that fandom. And I mean, past 5 years has been just absolutely amazing. And you could just see all these people just like, wow, I'm going to comment. Like, well, you wouldn't be you wish we had these accolades the whole 17-year drought, right? So we kind of tune those folks out. But here we are. We're in the preface. I can't even say the word. The prefaces. We're on the cusp. There we go. They're on the cusp of winning a Super. We're going to be going to the Super Bowl this year. We're going to Glendale, Arizona. No doubt about that. Are you going to be going to any of these games this year in Glendale, Arizona? Because we're all going to meet up. Eventually, one of these days, we're going to meet up. Even if you go to Miami, we're all going to meet up.
I was planning to go to the AFC Championship game and then figure out how to get to the Super Bowl after that. So let's all go to Arizona, man. I cannot wait.
Hang out with John down there, right? Tapanil?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I mean, Tapanil will probably go inside the game. I'm going to be outside the game.
I'm in. I'm in.
Outside looking in, but it's still gonna be awesome though. Either way, because you know how I am with tailgating, Neil. I like the whole tailgate. I like reaching down into a cooler and getting a $0 beer or whatever how much I paid for it at the supermarket versus $20 for a beer.
$20 for the Super Bowl? You're gonna be spending close to $50. Come on now.
Oh, I've never been to one, Tampa Neil.
No, but for that, I probably would not drink that much because I want to remember every second of it.
Oh,
I'm not going to drink that little either, but just not that much. Not like it's Miami.
The next time that we have the Bills at Tampa, we hosted the boat parade, the Bills Mafia boat parade. Ken, do you guys have any cool little events where you get 47 boats and how many people, Tampa Neal?
Oh,
47 times 5.
Yeah.
Do the quick math. Whatever. That's a lot of people for this boat parade that we hosted when the Bills came to Tampa. And Bills backers are known for just doing cool little events like that. You guys have any little events where everybody gets together?
Yeah, we don't have a boat parade, but this is a perfect spot for it. What Chris, another guy in our group, he lives on a boat, and he's always threatening to sail it down to the bar. So maybe we got to start our own boat parade, right?
There you go. Absolutely.
I don't know if Chris can sail to Tampa. What does he got to do? He's got to go through the canal, right, to get all the way down to you.
He could probably put on a truck and have it shipped on a lot easier.
Yeah, so
and launch it when he gets here.
But listen, if you come up here, we'll have a boat parade. Let's go.
All right. Well, Mr. Blue goes, Epic seems more like a fan of drinking, not the Bills. Oh, well, you don't get the show then, but
part of the lifestyle.
Yeah, it kind of goes with the territory.
Yeah.
But it's all about Vancouver Bills backers. We got Ken on here, and starting from not anybody in Vancouver knowing where to go to going, if you're in Vancouver, you need to reach out to Ken, which is awesome because a lot of people, that's why you have a Bills backers. You get everybody together, communication, and just try to have a good time together, watching the game together, laughing together, screaming together, crying together.
Yeah, we like I said, we were probably at 50 again this year, and COVID's still slowing us down a bit. But listen, if you haven't been to a backers bar, whether it's here or anywhere, you got to go. Like, it's always a blast, right? No matter where you are, go find some people, hang out. It's way more fun than sitting on your couch by yourself. And we're continuing to build it. I said to young Will earlier, who dialed in, I said 500 at the end of the year. I said I want to have a playoff game, whether it's next year, the year after, or a year after, where we have 500 people in the bar. That's the goal.
Well, when your buddy jumps through that table, I'm sure that we'll tap a deal myself. We'll get more than that to go to Vancouver.
Yeah.
Well, obviously, when they ease the restrictions and we all can travel freely to Canada again. So I guess another question I have for you here, with all the success that we've been doing for the Buffalo Bills, right?
Yeah.
There's a lot of craziness, a lot of this madness going on in the offseason. That's the offseason for you. If you were Brandon Beane, okay? If you were Brandon Beane, what would you do? What would Ken do? You're in the armchair position right now, armchair GM position. What would you do?
Let me throw a couple things at you that may not be the sort of standard ones everybody's going to say, which is corner 2 or lineman or whatever, defensive lineman. Two things that worry about me are our punter. Matt Hawk sucks, right? Does everybody agree with that?
Terrible.
So we got to fix that.
He's gone. He's gone.
Gone.
Him and Star. Bye.
I worry about that, and I also worry about who can take punts and kicks, because that was a problem all year as well.
Right. Fast guys who can't catch the ball. Well, congrats.
I mean, I know everybody loves that.
Hyde's a pretty damn good returner, I think.
Yeah, but you want him back there all year?
No, absolutely not.
I don't even hurt. There's nothing to worry about.
I mean, listen, when you go back a year and you look at Andre Roberts, you never once worried about him catching that ball.
Yep.
And I don't think he busted one, but I mean, every time Isaiah was back there, sorry, Isaiah, but you worried about it every time.
I think I mentioned that when I saw him at the airport. I was sitting with, to the right of me was Michael Vick. To the left of me was Isaiah McKenzie.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah.
You told him you were worried about him catching the ball?
No, I just go, I mean, you want more money, but you kind of dropped a couple balls. Michael Vick started laughing. It was an epic story. Nice. The whole weekend was quite interesting. And I get it. You work hard. You deserve to get paid. Yeah, I think that's a good one. I don't think anybody would have said that one.
Listen, Isaiah seems like a great dude. Like, you'd love to have a beer with him, but
hell yeah, he was a hell of a dude.
And he's he had that game against the Patriots where he caught 1,000 balls, but he's done that one time in a couple of years, and probably I don't want to pay him the money that he probably wants.
Our boy Jared from 24/7 Buff Pandemonium goes, hey.
Well, I will say one thing. I don't think too many people are going to pay McKenzie what he wants either.
Yeah.
So I'm not too worried about him leaving. I mean, especially if we do end up losing Cole. I mean, McKenzie can play that slot position. He's good in that slot position. So I'm not worried about him playing that position. I don't want him returning punts because what we saw last year. So I completely agree with you, but I don't think we're going to have to spend a ton to keep him here just because I don't think there's going to be – I mean, I like McKenzie. I don't think there's going to be a huge market for him.
No.
I don't know what he's expecting.
He's going to take a bet minimum.
But it seems like he thinks he's worth more. And listen, if he gets it, good.
That's
good
fine.
For him.
That's fine, yeah. So he wants to pay him. I just don't think he's going to get it.
Yeah.
So back to the story with Isaiah McKenzie and Michael Vick, they were talking about, just he's gonna get paid. I go, what do you think? What do you think, Isaiah? You gonna come back? And Michael Vick he didn't say anything. Michael Vick goes, you gotta pay the man. You gotta pay the man. He thinks he's gonna get money. He thinks he's gonna. I mean, I'm sorry, Isaiah McKenzie. You're a good player. You're a great football player. But look at all these quick guys are coming in this draft right now. I mean, we're talking about 4.2, 4.3, 4.4.
Draft's heavy with fast guys, yeah.
It's multiple guys who are known to have reliable hands. That gimmick scheme, that turns into a Tyreek Hill, prime just wide receiver who has hands and quickness. A lot of these players are having that. Sorry, Isaiah. Don't see you lasting here, bud. Good luck with your barbecue place down here in Miami. Even told him it wasn't that good, bro. It's fucking hilarious.
Man, you went after him.
So we're not getting Isaiah McKenzie on the show, is what you're saying?
No, I really don't think he's going to be on the show ever. Especially when I was just like, oh, and your barbecue place, dude.
Damn, harsh.
Yeah, dude, I had a bite of pizza that day, and it's 7:00 at night, and I started drinking for the Scotland show around 9:00 that morning. So do the math. It was fun. Just give a thumbs up. Yes. Yeah. Leonard Smith. Let's do it. Here he goes. He goes, Leonard Smith. I'm sorry. This is Bob talking. I totally forgot about those guys. I apologize. Ooh, Leprechaun. Okay. I think this one's you, Tapanil. Or no, I'm sorry. It's actually it's you, Ken. Excuse me.
Tampa, you got a good Leprechaun one?
No, but I'm going to do it anyways.
You do it. I'll swap you. I'll get next one.
Okay.
All right. Leonard Smith, autograph to hit them in Jersey in a Jeep for your brother. Not quite. That was almost like a leprechaun, a German leprechaun.
That's struggling to get out of Ukraine, bro. That's fucked up. All right. Well, it's a Leonard Smith autograph. Thank you for tuning in. Did Vic ever answer your call? No, he never did. I think I'm blocked. You can try to call him right now. That'd be kind of crazy. But him or I still have to call Pete Metzelaars. I forgot I met him that weekend too. And I walked up to him. I'm like, I'm so sorry, but who are you? I couldn't put the name on. He's like, I'm Pete Metzelaars. Ken, I was a mess that weekend. It was fun.
It's good fun, man.
I want to say respect. I mean, it's they get so many guys that kiss their ass and call him. All right. Challenge accepted. We're going to call Michael Vick?
Oh, who?
Michael Vick. No, Michael Vick. Ken, should we call Michael Vick?
Yeah, if you got him, let's call him.
Oh, my God. This is going to be hilarious. All right. Guys, sorry. Thanks for tuning in, Breaking Tables. We're going to go ahead and...
Ken, what do you think? You think this is a straight to voicemail like it's been blocked, or you think it rings once and then gets sent to voicemail?
I think it's blocked. I think it's completely blocked. Here we go. Let's call it right now.
Have you tried to call him before?
Once. Oh, got a full ring.
Oh, is that 2?
Ooh, that's 2. This is that crazy man from the airport.
Mike goes, I think he changed his number. No, he's watching right now. He's like, I'm not answering that shit.
Please leave your message.
Oh, all right. Well, I know I didn't give you a fake number because he actually, I saw him when I called his number. He was like, all right, got it. From what I remember, but that would have been epic.
He's got his airport guy in his phone, right?
Airport guy.
Airport guy. Exactly.
Well, that's more rings that we got last week.
That's possible. That line's been
This line has been disconnected. Wouldn't that be some funny stuff? Ken, can you tell us one of the best, I guess the coolest things? Every Bills Backers bar has a cool, I guess, this identity or just this thing that they do that are that's different from all these other backers bars. Because when people go to Vancouver, we want out. If I ever go to Vancouver, I'm gonna be like, first thing I'm doing, we're stopping by Vancouver Bills Backers bar. But is there something that you can just say, guys, besides the view, which settles it alone? But is there something that makes you guys stand out over all the other backers bars in the world?
Dude, their view is amazing.
Yeah, the view's amazing, man. We got a great crew. We got we got an incredible logo. I saw somebody on Twitter say that earlier today, right? Our Bills Backers logo.
That was a cool logo.
I think it's great, man. We reached out to Dell at 26 Shirts, and he put me onto a guy who's done a couple designs for him, and named Garrett. And Garrett just whipped this thing up in a couple of days for us, and it's awesome.
No shit.
Yeah, it's if anybody hasn't seen it, check it out. But it's reflective of the mountains here in Vancouver. We got the 2 peaks called the Lions, and so he sort of dropped that on the back of the standing buffalo. And man, I'll put our logo up against the official standing buffalo logo. Let's it's good.
Kind of like it. It might take over a lot of things because Campanile, can we just change our logo to be, but we'll have neon red, not copyright when it's neon red. No, can do that. All right.
I'd like to go a week without a cease and desist letter.
We don't need another one of those again. Ken, what's your favorite thing to do this off season? To keep you from just what do you do to time travel to get you to the next season?
It's hard, man. It's a long off season. I tuned out for about a couple of weeks, right after they lost at Kansas City. I watched the Super Bowl, but tuned out. But listen, I'm starting to get jacked again to see what's going to happen. Like I think I'm more fired up about free agency probably than the draft. Although this year there's not a ton of cash. I sort of a long time ago admitted that I'm not the draft guru that I thought I was. I was one of those guys that, and you got to admit when you're wrong, right? I was one of those guys in the bar yelling for Josh Rosen over Josh Allen.
No.
Yeah.
All right.
That's who I wanted in that draft. I'm not afraid to admit it. And you know what? I was wrong.
Well, there's a lot of people that were wrong.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot of people that thought that Josh Allen was going to be the worst quarterback in that draft class, and arguably the best.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's arguable. That's for sure. Yeah, I don't think it's arguable anymore either.
Jason Lee just ripped his TV off the wall. It's like, fuck, I wanted Josh Rosen too.
A lot of people did, man. I remember there was a lot of people were pissed off, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I mean, I was so happy. I was so happy. I was like, yes, the underdog not getting anything. This guy is Buffalo. From the get-go, from the beginning, you could just listen to me from the very beginning when I started this podcast, as I was always all about Josh Allen. I mean, I even got a goat. Where is my goat? Over here that I bring with me to games. And everybody goes, what's with the goat? I'm like, well, this is Josh Allen, first off. So it's kind of been that thing. Here he is right here. Josh, would you like to say something for the group? Josh, this is Josh Allen. Josh, would you like to say something? All right, this is Pete is going to cancel us really quick. Ken, where can we find Vancouver Bills Backers? Can you tell us where we can find you and join up with you when anyone's traveling, which Vancouver is like, I guess, the number one cruise ship terminal in the world, right?
A lot of boats here in the summers. Yeah. If you haven't been to Vancouver, anybody come on up, come check out the city, come up for a game in the fall. You can check us out on Twitter, Bills Backers YVR. There's a Facebook group as well. And I think it's Bills Backers Vancouver on Instagram as well. So they're all there. But yeah, if you want to come hang out and have some drinks on the water and watch a Bills game, there's nowhere better.
And then everyone just calls you, sends you a personal message. Can you give us your personal phone number and address?
Yeah. Airport guy, right? Airport guy. Yeah, no, it's a good group, and we're building momentum, and yeah, it's at least, I think by the end of the year we're a solid group of 40 or 50.
Can you go ahead and read our comment here from Runk Mike, and this is the voice that you're going to do. Come on, no, we're doing Canadian. No, we're doing Canadian. Do Canadian. The most Canadian you do.
I try Canadian. Just Peter will only cancel you if you show what you did back in the thing, eh?
Oh, Canadian! Yes.
Yeah, you just drop an E at the end of it.
That's it. That's simple.
Yeah, it's that simple. You just say E.
Tampa, no, you want to try it? Pizza, what cancel you?
A?
I'm done.
Did you take things out to make the Canadian one win?
I can't do it. I can't do it. I can't do it. Two accents I cannot do is British accent and Canadian accent. Just
what do you mean? Your British accent sounds exactly like an Irish accent.
No, it sounds like Christian
Australian.
Wade. Yeah,
Christian Wade.
But I'm Christian Wade.
That's his British accent.
Hello, governor.
Wait. Ask
Vancouver.
What is do your Australian accent too?
I just did it. Good eye, mate. I'm Christian Wade.
Same. See?
Oh, crocky. I'm Steve Irwin. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna sneak up to this crocodile and up his. Ken, it's been an absolute pleasure, dude. It was good to meet you. It was good to meet you. I can't wait to I'm sure we both can't wait to go down up to Vancouver to see that awesome stunt jump from the second deck onto a table. I will definitely pay money to go watch. Are any games that your wish list that you want to go to this year? Where can we find you this year?
Yeah, I think I'll probably, in a perfect world, I'll get to 3 or 4 home games. I think I'd like to try to do that. I got a brother in Toronto, so that makes it easy to go do that. And yeah, maybe it's the Rams game, maybe it's the Chicago game, but I'll be at 3 or 4, whether they're road or home games this year. So, and otherwise, we'll be at the bar. It's going to be great.
Excellent.
Well, that's badass. We'll have to wait when the schedule releases in May, right, Neil? It's like the week after draft, right, Neil?
Yeah.
So then we'll all send some messages out and go, come on, Ken. Where's Ken? Where in the world is Carmen Sandy? I mean, Ken from Vancouver.
I'll let you know. We're going to be at and like I say, a group of Vancouver crew will probably end up in Orchard Park at one game this year. So we'll take over a tailgate there.
That's awesome, brother. That's awesome.
Man,
well,
12.
Guys,
shit, that's a long way away.
Time flies when you have a lot of fun, and we're going to time travel to the end of summer when football starts off again. We have 15 more days until the draft. Tampa Neal, right? How many days will draft Tampa Neal?
Well, the draft date itself is April 28th, so you do the math.
Okay, well, Tampa Neal, this is yours right here.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Famous actor. What does Jason Lee say as a famous actor?
Give me a famous actor.
Christopher Walken.
Ooh.
I don't know how to do his voice.
Oh,
I mean, I don't. No. Oh, I'm gonna have to wear a bulletproof vest watching Buffalo beat Detroit this year.
That was terrible. That was terrible. We just end the show. Can we please just put us out of our misery? Oh, I'm gonna have to wear a bulletproof vest watching Buffalo beat Detroit this year.
That's not bad.
Was he wearing a bulletproof vest in his house?
No, it's Detroit. Literally, everybody shoots people in Detroit. That's why we're not going to Detroit. Unless we're staying at Tommy's house.
Go to Tommy's house.
Tam and Neil, this has been an epic show. Ken, I want to thank you for hopping on. Everybody follow Ken, follow Vancouver Bills Backers, Twitter, Facebook. Well, just social media, right? Social media.
Yeah.
Just look up Vancouver Bills Backers. What's your Twitter handle on Twitter?
Bills Backers YVR. You can find
YVR.
Yeah.
What's that stand for? YVR.
That's the city code, the thing. We got I think Bills Backers Vancouver was too long, so we made it Bills Backers YVR, and it's stuck. Yeah.
Brilliant. Us Yankees don't. I was just like YVR. I'm trying to think of like acronyms.
Yeah.
I'm like your Vajayjay rules. I don't know.
Yeah. YVR is the city, so yeah, that's what we are. Find us there.
Yours is FLL.
Yeah, I think you do. And yours is Tampa Neal?
TP.
I don't know what it is. CMC or something. Well, whatever. Tampa Neal, where can we find Breaking Tables, brother? It's about that time.
You can always find us every Monday and Thursday right here live, Facebook Live. Pull us up, like us, share us, tell your friends about us. Pull us up on YouTube. Hit that subscribe button. This way you know that the next episode is coming on before it comes on. We're not missing, the whole thing. You guys drinking alcohol? No, there's no alcohol on this show.
This is a Disney Plus show. Bro.
What are we doing?
Disney Plus.
You can also pull us up on Twitter. We are live as well on Twitter, so follow us there as well. Find out all the good stuff, where we're going to be. We're thinking of talking about doing a golf tournament down here in Florida this summer.
Bills Mafia golf tourney.
Bills Mafia golf tournaments. Details will be coming up here soon. It'll probably be in the middle of summer when it's nice and hot. So keep make sure you subscribe, listen, follow. This way you can get the know-all. That's for sure. Now tomorrow on your driving to work, let's face reality, morning shows suck. So pull us up and listen to us on your drive-in. Pull us up where you listen to your favorites, podcasts. Apple Pod. Pull us up on YouTube again. Just don't watch it while you're driving. It's not safe at all. Funny, but not safe.
Oh, I totally forgot to tell you about the pig roast that I'm having for the Miami game. Forgot about that one.
Right.
We're having a pig roast for the Miami game. Exclusive party. Ken, if you're down for that Miami game, I'll invite you and +1 to come out. That's going to be fun. But we'll talk about that later down the road. Thank you, Mike Brunk. Guys, been a lot of fun. Thank you, Tampa Neal.
A dolphin roast, but it's an actual pig.
Right. We're going to cut the pig up like a dolphin and cook it. Epic stuff that comes always out of Breaking Tables. Guys, thanks for tuning in. Again, this episode is brought to you by Built in Buffalo Network, the Coco's Fashions, and BuffaloAutographs.com. Sheldon Wetmore goes, count me in for golf. Bob Bradley goes, Tampa Neal, can I say your house when I work in Tampa?
Bob,
that's weird.
Don't take any offense to this, but no. I don't have room in my house.
Stranger danger. Like I was sleeping on Legos in order to stay at Tampa Neal's house. Bob,
he was playing with the Legos first.
It was kind of fun. Guys, this is breaking tables. I love you all. We'll see you Monday night. Everybody, Ken from Vancouver Bills Backers. Yes. Ken, don't go anywhere. Guys, you know the game. Thank you very much for tuning in. It's been a lot of fun. Great to know you. Can't wait to drink with you. Tampa Neal, Ken, you guys have a good night. Bills Mafia tuning in. Love y'all. Bye-bye.
Goodbye.